Hello, good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Good morning, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, yes. So I'm glad to be here with you. Can everyone hear me all right?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, okay. So we would like to start. There are people who are still coming, or is everyone here? Okay, so my name is Mihaela. I'm from Romania. And welcome to the fourth webinar for adopting the SILCNECT label. And today, Armenia will make a presentation of the project area from the State Educational Institution of Higher Professional Education, Russian-Armenian University. Welcome. And who will make the presentation?
Dear guests, let's firstly I want
Hello, Mira.
Hello Mira. First I want to thank you for participating to our webinar. So the first part will be introduced by our new project coordinator, Anna Znauran. She joined our team about a month ago, so it will be a first challenge for her. So let's Anna start the first part of our webinar.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna, as Victoria mentioned, and I'm going to represent you today the administrative profile of the project territory of Armenia. Second. Just a few moments. So let's start. The geographical scope of the SILC project of Armenia. The Republic of Armenia is located in the western part of Asia. It occupies the northeast part of Armenian highlands located between the Caucasus and Western Asia. Area has borders with Georgia, Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Iran. The Republic of Armenia is divided in the following administrative units: marzes and communities. The community can include one or more districts, as well as land and other water areas. The territory of Republic of Armenia is divided into 10 marzes and the community of Yerevan city. Marzes are Aragatzotan, Ararat, Armavir, Kegarkunik, Lori, Kotayk, Shirak, Syunik, Vayotzor, and Tavush. Within the frames of Silk Road program, the tourism potential of the following marzes: Syunik, Vayotzor, Ararat, Aragatzotan, and Shirak, and the city of Yerevan is presented. In the Republic of Armenia, the Silk Road tourist route starts from Syunik Mars and stretches across Vayotzor, Ararat, Aragatzotan, and Shirak marzes to Yerevan. Its length is 556 kilometers. It is also worth to note that other area marzes have also direct connection to the Silk Road, as historically the Silk Road passes through these regions. Republic of Armenia has a total territorial area of 29,743 square kilometers. According to the classification, about 68% of the available land in array is agricultural, about 11% forest lands, 11% special protected lands, and 8.8% other lands. I want to represent you our structure of the GDP and mention that about 12% of our GDP was formed in the field of agriculture. According to the data received in 2019, the gross agricultural output was equal to about 1.5 billion USD. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council's 2020 annual research in Armenia, travel and tourism contributed about 11.8% of Armenia's gross domestic product in 2019, providing about 12% of total employment. International visitors contributed more than 1.2 billion to the local economy throughout in 2019, representing more than 20% of Armenia's export receipts. Importance of tourism sector and development of Silk Road cultural heritage. The greatest value of Silk Road throughout centuries was the exchange of culture, art, religion, philosophy, technology, language, science, architecture, and every other element of civilization was exchanged along these routes, carried with the commercial goods the merchants traded from country to country. Tourism has a major impact on key sectors of the economy of the Silk Road Tourism Program partner countries, such as transport, communication, construction, and agriculture. This means that it acts as a catalyst for socio-economic development. The importance of tourism as a source of foreign exchange income and guarantee of expanding international relations is permanently growing. Today's tourism is a priority sector of Armenia's economy. Reforms and investments in the field for at least 15 years have formed a certain infrastructure in the country. According to data in 2019, the number of tourists visiting Armenia was more than 1,800,000 people. According to World Bank surveys, most attractive aspects of visiting Armenia are cultural heritage, quality of services, hospitality, food, and nature. Since 2010, the average annual growth of inbound tourism amounts about 9%. And according to the World Tourism Organization, the tourists spend in Armenia an average 17 days for about $770. Tourism resources. Silk Road Tourism Program includes a study of usage of different possible communication means: air, railway, automobile, and etc. In Armenia, the development of air, automobile, and railway communication is considered the most applicable one. And in this respect, the construction of North-South Road is particularly important as it connects Iran with the Black Sea through territories of Armenia and Georgia. Road network. Armenia is a landlocked country in the south of Caucasus Highlands. The total length of array main roads is more than 10,000 kilometers, which are divided into international, republican, local, and urban roads. Array railway network plays a crucial role for passengers and for transporting freight. The wide open length of our Armenian railway is 1,321 kilometers, 806 of which are the main roads. The rail system provides about 70% of the import and export turnover of the Republic of Armenia. Air transport plays a crucial role in the development of tourist sector and and in promoting international economic cooperation. In the sphere of civil aviation, the Republic of Armenia implements the open sky policy. Armenia has 3 main airports, Zvartnots, Shirak, and Erebuni. Zvartnots International Airport is the main airport gate of the Republic of Armenia, and it was put into operation in 1980s. Shirak Airport can be used as a reserve airport reserve for Zvartnots Airport. Museums in Armenia. There are more than 100 museums, 70 of which are public as of data of 2019. About 2 million various museum items are included in the collection. I want to mention Matenadaran because it's an incredibly rare and exclusive treasure, attracting many tourists of the city with its collection of manuscripts. It has one of the largest collection of manuscripts and medieval books in the world. Over 23,000 manuscripts, fragments, and 300,000 archival documents are preserved in Matenadaran. Churches and monasteries. As a country that first adopted Christianity as a state religion, Armenia is considered one of the best places having rich history of Christianity and values, attracting a lot of tourists. There are over 4,000 churches in Armenia. I want to mention especially the Ejmiadzin Cathedral because it's our mother church and is located in the center of the city Ejmiadzin. According to most scholars, it was the first cathedral built in Armenia and is often considered one of the oldest cathedrals in the world. Originally, the church was built in the early 4th century. Symbols of Armenia. Of course, there are a lot of symbols of Armenia, but I want to talk about just several of them. First, I want to start with Khachkar. It can be one of the best symbols of Armenian Christian art. Khachkar, translated as cross stone, is a unique artifact of Armenian culture. Then I want to mention you about Duduk music, the music of Armenian apricot pipe. Armenians often say that Duduk music is what the Armenian soul sounds like. It's probably why it's hard to find either or an Armenian or a foreign person who would not get emotional when hearing a tune played on the Duduk. Lavash baking is also on the list. There are plenty of bread types in Armenia. Lavash is the king of Armenian breads and one of the pride of Armenian cuisine. Armenian lavash has a history of about 1,000 years history. Still from ancient times, Armenians knew how to make bread and of course wine. Monuments. There are a lot of monuments attracting the tourists and having unique architecture in Armenia, such as Armenian National Academic Theatre of Opera and Ballet, which was established on the 20th of January of 1933 by our main architect, Alexander Tamanyan. Cascade Architectural Monumental Complex is one of the compulsory sites visited by tourists. It was built in 1970s. At the top there is a magnificent view of Yerevan panorama, as you can see on the left. The memorial complex of Tsitsevna-Kaper. Memorial complex of Tsitsevna-Kaper is dedicated to 1.5 million victims of Armenian genocide. The construction of the building was completed in 1967, and since then it is an inseparable part of Yerevan architecture and has also become a pilgrimage site. Forests. Forests of the Republic of Armenia have a limited area, which is conditioned by a geographical position of the Republic of Armenia, climatic conditions, human influence, and other factors. According to the State Forest Inventory results for 2018, forests make up about 11% of the country's territory, 460,000 hectares of which are forested areas. Hot springs and caves. Armenia, being a landlocked mountainous country, has no access to any sea or oceans, but it is rich in mineral and thermal spring. There are more than 20,000 natural springs in Armenia. Armenia thermal spring water has been tested and proven to be rich in organic minerals, which have extremely useful properties, can soothe aching joints, heal the skin, and lower the anxiety and stress. Caves. There are many caves in Armenia, more than 1,200, that are the result of volcanic activity in the region that is high. These hollows originate when lava from the inner core of the earth mixes with hot springs, creating caves. There is almost every kind of cave in Armenia. There are man-made caves and even caves of hydrothermal origin, which are very rare in the world. Flagship species. There are 39 species of bonefish that have been found in arid basins. Many species of fish have fishery importance, and some are objects of sport hunting. Most species are resident that can only be in lakes, reservoirs, and canals. Rivers and waterfalls. Armenia is relatively rich in water resources. There are about 9,480 rivers, 379 of which are more than 10 kilometers long, and more than 100 lakes, some of which dry up in summer. For centuries, Armenia has been called the land of rivers and lakes. Water accounts for 4.7% of the country's territory. The rivers of the Republic of Armenia belong to the basins of Arax and Kura rivers. 5 rivers, the biggest rivers, are Arax, Ahurian, Tebet, Razdan, Vorodan, and they are up to 200 kilometers in length. The largest of them is Arax. Due to its mountainous nature, the rivers flowing through the territory of Armenia are quite large, which contributes for the formation of waterfalls. The lakes of Armenia. Lakes of Armenia are distinguished by their genetic diversity, which is due to the geological development of the area. There are about 100 lakes and ponds in Armenia, and they all are sweetwater. The largest lake in Armenia is Sevan, followed by Arpi, Black Lake, and Aknalich. The lakes of Armenia have volcanic, glacial, landslide, ancient descent. Festivals in Armenia. Events and festivals play a great role in the life of the local society of any country. At the same time, they are very interesting for the foreign visitors as they reveal the culture of visited area. There are a lot of festivals held in Armenia, but the most remarkable ones are cognac and wine festivals. The main aim of the Cognac Festival is to promote Armenian cognac brandy, as Armenia is quite famous for its brandy production. The Armenian brandy called Arat was favorite drink of Winston Churchill. The goal of wine festivals is to promote recognition of Armenian wine making, to boost tourism in Armenia, and to present the country as one of the oldest cradles of winemaking. About 200 sorts of wine are represented at those festivals. Armenian cuisine. Armenian cuisine can be considered as an outstanding attraction of our country. Eating and drinking here can be as exciting as sightseeing here. One of the oldest in the world, even today, Armenian cuisine preserves the centuries-old traditions of the Armenian people and its hospitality, deservedly considers one of the most distinctive culinary traditions along the Silk Road and one and of the planet in general. Talking about cuisine, I want to mention several meat dishes that are especially respected in Armenia. Horovats, for example, which is made from barbecue with, large chunks of meat, barbecue from beef and chicken fat, ikibir, meat balls from specially chopped and boiled meat, kyufta, hash cow food soup, harissa, and etc. Also, I want to mention dish rapama that can be considered one of the ultimate and yummiest dishes in Armenian cuisine. It is especially popular during New Year or Christmas time, and the dish is so Armenian that even a special song was dedicated to it. The song is very popular and is being played by national chorus, orchestras, and even rock groups such as System of a Down. Armenian desserts. Hardly any tourist can resist the temptation to try delicious Armenian desserts. They are an essential part of the Armenian cuisine. Armenians know how to make them so tasty and tempting. The Armenian desserts don't need words to be described. Just a single look at them is enough to understand what is it about. The rich list of Armenian desserts include a wide variety of dried fruits, cakes, jams, and other specific sweets. Thank you very much for your attention. We can talk about Armenia, its sites, culture, cuisine endlessly, but since our time at the webinar is limited, I presented just some of it. Thank you very much for your attention and time spent. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Anna, for this beautiful. If anyone has any questions, you can make them, or so Anna, we have a question in the chat. I have always wondered, despite the fact that I am an Armenian, how did Armenian cognac become famous all over the world?
Well, I've heard a story that at the very beginning of production of Arad cognac factory, the company developed a strategy to spread popularity of our cognac in the world. And company sent agents all over the world, giving them money in advance so they could settle in the best rooms of the well-known hotels, and the administrators were and asked administrators or bars for Armenian cognac. Of course, they didn't know what it was and even where Armenia was. But after the complaints of our agents, they started to contact the company. They found our data and ordered our cognac, and that's why I think it spread all over the world.
That's all.
I think yes. At least I heard only that story.
Thank you, Anna, for your answer. So anyone else? Okay, so if it's all right with everyone, let's move on to the next webinar, the second webinar. And you have the link, and we will see you there in maybe 5-10 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
See
you
you there.
everyone for coming. Yes, have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Let's
you.
move to the, yes, yeah, let's move to the second link.